and welcome aboard. Welcome to the show. Fly Degenerates Pick Show is back. Week 1 in the books. We will recap our Week 1 picks. We'll recap the primetime games from Week 1. And Week 2 picks will be released. Secret picks. But obviously it was a difficult weekend, difficult opening weekend for the local New York teams. But how are we feeling? Is Thursday long enough time to let the wounds heal and the blood stop dripping and the bruising and the swelling to subside a bit?
Yeah, I mean, for me, definitely. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. I'm good where I'm at. You know, I can't speak the same for my brother and my other brother, my Fly Degenerates brother, but I let him speak for himself.
Well, what are you gonna do, man? Well, first of all, I will say I'd like to give a congratulations to all the haters that were rooting for this. You got what you wanted. You got what you wanted. This is what you were secretly rooting for. This is what everybody wanted to happen, you know. And you guys got your gift early. You got the gift early. You didn't have to wait. You didn't have to wait 16 weeks. You didn't have to wait 12. You didn't have to wait 8. You got it right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
And there, you got it. You won already. So, what are you gonna do? Zach Attack is back, Jack.
Yep, that's true.
Okay, so the Zach Attack is back, but unfortunately, the pick success is not back. The only pick success is right here, my friends. This is what success in picking games looks like. Right here, the box. The box with a 3-0 performance, 6 points.
No emotion, no opinions, just the picks.
Exactly. No emotions, no opinions, just straight cash, homie. The
box looking at us like an idiot.
For real. The box had the Eagles, Lions, and Packers, all who covered for 6 points, 3-0 week. Word Life leads the charge amongst the three of us with a 4-point week, getting the 3-point Dolphins pick and the 1-point Titans pick correct. Unfortunately, you almost had the Patriots pick. I thought you were going to get that one, but
by a toe, by a fucking toe, bro.
Just didn't work out. I went 1 for 2. I'm very proud of my Browns pick. Very proud of that pick, even though I got the other 2 tragically wrong. The Giants pick was obviously tragically wrong, and so was the Seahawks pick. But
I bragged about your Cleveland pick to a few people.
Thank you. I was very proud of that pick. I felt good about it the whole time. It was never really in doubt, so I felt good about it.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you hear numbers and you see the records and you see what the history is. Sometimes you know what, just follow it. Don't get fancy. Don't try to outsmart history. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it just leads you the right way, man.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. Unfortunately, you wouldn't let me lead you the right way on the Commanders and the Cardinals, so you got your 3-point pick incorrect, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And
I don't feel that bad about it, though. I don't feel that bad about it.
You should. It was embarrassing.
You
got the Jets pick right, though. That was good.
Sam Howell did a lot to give that game away multiple times.
Okay. How does that make you feel good? You picked Sam Howell and got it wrong.
Well, yeah, I fell for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fell for the hype. I fell for the Sam Howell hype.
So you feel good about falling for the hype?
No. I already said that part of it. I can't feel good about the result.
So what part of it do you feel good about?
I'm saying if he had played like how I was duped into thinking he was going to play, the game should have been a blowout. But every time they had a chance, they gave the ball up. They did something stupid. You know what I'm saying? It was like they had the game shouldn't have been that close, but they kept giving it back.
Okay. Well, I mean, if I've ever heard loser speak after a loss, that's what it sounds like right there. I mean, that
It's
is
funny
the
because
quintessential. If if it would have, if it could have, and come on.
They
it's funny.
lost.
I actually thought about that pick, and the only thing that stopped me was Sam Howell. That's the only thing that I was like, I don't know. I feel like he's gonna make a lot of mistakes his first
But see,
game.
that's what I'm saying. You don't listen to any of the Sam Howell positivity that I have listened to. So that's the only thing that clouded my judgment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I was one of the first on the Sam Howell starting this year.
Well, yeah, because you want them to lose.
No, I thought he was the most suitable. And which I think it's too early for Jets solutions, but I have a quarterback in mind that I really
Nah,
want
get out of here.
I really want you to get. I
All
really
right,
want
I don't want
fellas,
it.
fellas, fellas,
I
fellas,
want it.
fellas. We'll
Take
get
it
to the
back.
Jets. We'll get to the
Ah,
quarterback
ah.
solutions. We'll get to the Giants. We want to start with recapping this pick situation.
Okay.
Are there any games outside of the Jets and Giants game? I mean, you've expressed your disappointment in Sam Howell. My guy Jonathan Gannon almost took you down, almost took you out of your survivor pool. I was surprised. There were a lot of surprises for me this week. The first thing that I thought about was a lot of the running back usage was a little
Funky.
surprising and confusing to me by a few of the teams. Speaking of the Commanders, I kept hearing how many times did we hear about how Antonio Gibson was going to become a weapon they're going to use, and Brian Robinson was not going to get the rock because he wasn't running efficiently last year or whatever. I heard
that's
all
why I don't
this
understand.
Antonio Gibson hype, and Antonio Gibson what did he have, 1 touch, 2 touches? Like,
If that, yeah.
I barely saw them in there. Even on the pass, it was Brian Robinson, which I didn't think was really even like a viable like passing like
yeah,
the way they
I
talk
thought
about
exactly.
it.
At
Doesn't
minimum, I thought he was the running guy, and then passing situations was supposed to be
yeah,
Gibson.
because like they painted him into like Jamal Williams, where he can't catch the ball. All he does is run. You know what I'm saying? Like the Alabama, like a typical like even Derrick Henry type. Like this is, you only have one job. Like you just run into the line. That's it. We don't throw you passes. We don't need you to do that. You're not good at it. So we got somebody who could do that job. That's what I was led to believe the way they have been talking about him.
Yeah. Yeah, that surprised me. I mean, I gotta say, I think we can all agree the most surprising running back usage. Well, maybe we don't all agree, but to me, it was the Eagles. I think everybody was excited to see what DeAndre Swift was gonna do with that offense, if he could stay healthy. That offensive line. I kept hearing about that. The signing of Rashad Penny kind of led a lot of people to believe that he would have some kind of a role, that they were maybe going to, not give every carry to Kenneth Gainwell, but that was the way it played out, and that caught me crazy by surprise. And I think a lot of particularly from a fantasy standpoint, a lot of people had, I think pretty much consensus in terms of where the Eagles running backs were ranked. It was Swift, and then I think and then it was Swift and the rest for sure.
Yeah,
for sure,
definitely.
For sure.
Well, I mean, based on like,
But Penny was in the mix with the Gainwells and the Boston Scotts in terms of like preseason fantasy rankings, and he wasn't even active for the game.
and that's I mean, that's almost like a Patriot situation. You know what I'm saying? Where you can't trust anything.
Yeah, I
Like-
don't know. If I drafted DeAndre Swift to be my RB2 in fantasy, or even if I was hoping him to be a flex, it's not. I'd be real panicked right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but he's out. Gainwell's out.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's out for tonight, so maybe this will be
we'll get a better look.
Yeah, maybe this will be his opportunity to kind of cement his role in the Eagles' offense with no Gainwell there to eat up all the carries. So the DeAndre Swift owners get a second chance, a second lease on life. But But yeah, I think those were two very surprising things for me. I was super disappointed in the Seahawks. I think everybody was kind of surprised. I don't know if it's more disappointed in the Seahawks or surprised and impressed with the Rams. I personally wasn't super. I was surprised, but as you guys know, I have been trying to lead the Rams aren't gonna be that bad this season bandwagon. I kind of pulled.
I took your advice like there's a pool that you pick 3 teams. It's like tiered or whatever.
Yeah.
The way you pick them, and I had to pick them over the Raiders, because I was starting to get that. I've heard that. I heard it from you. I heard it from another person as well. I was like, let's see how this. I don't trust the Raiders. So like, because those were some of the teams that were like left for me to pick from. And I was like, I can't trust the Raiders. I don't know if this nigga's trying to do a sabotage joint. You know what I'm saying? I know that Sean McVay's not going to be like, he's
playing
not
around too much.
There's no funny stuff.
That was the one thing that kept me kind of optimistic about the Rams. But I mean, once they lost Kupp, I was just like, I can't get involved with it. At least not week one. But they were impressive, man. I gotta tip my cap. I feel like Sean McVay, as long as he's there, and like I've been saying, as long as I know confidently that he's committed, you know what I mean? Because there's been all these rumors about him leaving to go do broadcasting and all this stuff. But as long as I know that he's there and he's in it to win it, I don't see Sean McVay coaching a team that just embarrasses themselves.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. Yeah, I wasn't too surprised either. I kind of, when you like you said, you were pushing that narrative. I saw it too. Yeah, especially the fact that that McVay had the opportunity to leave and didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really what it's like. He's not. One thing he won't be is, mal prepared.
Yeah. I just couldn't believe that no Cup on the road to start the season. In divisional game in Seattle, a team that made the playoffs last year and was hoping, they were primed to try to take another step forward this year. To go in there and pretty much handle them was a stunner.
It wasn't even close, man.
What's that receiver? Pacquiao?
Well,
Pacquiao.
Puka
Nakao. He went
he's
like 19. Yeah, like 19 catches.
Yeah. But it was
I think it's like
a little
rhyme
catches?
there. Puka Nakua.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you told us about him, right? Oh no, that's right. You told us Van Jefferson and then Tutu Atwell. That's right. Forgot about that.
Well, yeah.
Who's the one that dropped the ball?
You see how I see you see what you did? I gave you one of the superstars.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean? You see what I did?
You mentioned the one I got wrong first.
Because that's the one you mentioned first.
Come on, man.
No, it's not. Come on, man.
Yeah, when you
give
you,
man. You love to take these victory laps. And I'm just giving it the sequence in order.
When I give you Tutu Atwell, that's a name that's is not that popular. Giving you the more obscure, like guy that maybe not people that many people know about, that's like finding an undrafted free agent. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that, but we all have limited opportunities here. So if I only have theoretically, if I only have one bet I can place, or if I only have one roster spot, and you give me Van Jefferson and then give me Tutu Atwell, your Tutu Atwell ceases to matter as much. But anyhow, that's the week one recap. I mean, we'll get into Jets and Giants, but aside from that, I mean, the offense looked good. Brandon Staley still doing his Staley things with the Chargers. So that, I mean,
how long could that keep going on for?
Yeah, I don't know. The Titans. I don't know what to make of that Titans game. Was that bad New Orleans? That was definitely bad Tannehill.
Oh my God!
Yeah, it was bad Tannehill, but
will Tannehill last as the starter last season?
No.
I mean, who else would it be?
Will he be a Jet?
Don't see you wishing evil. We
How am
already
I
got enough
wishing evil? I'm asking a question.
That's an upgrade.
Upgrade? No, it's not.
Listen, my preseason prediction was that Ryan Tannehill was leading the Jets to the playoffs, and it still might be fucking right. How about that?
Right.
We're back in the game.
That's right. You did say that.
Back in the game.
Yeah.
No, I will say, and like I said, we'll get into the Jets later, but I don't know. It seems to me like you are not in the camp of people who feel like the Jets need to add a starting quarterback to replace Zach Wilson, and I am in that camp as well. I think that it would be a big mistake to not give Zach this opportunity.
Well, I mean, it's pointless. Like, you're not going to bring anybody in. You get your first round pick back. So
I know Joe got unfleeced. That's one of the silver linings of this.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's like, you know what? You know what it is? It's like if you're gonna, the ship is already gonna go down. The only hope.
Come on, don't say that.
Well, no. Well, what I'm saying is the only hope is that Rodgers had positive influence on Zach in the time that obviously the short time that they've been together or whatever. He can control it. He can control the turnovers a little bit. Maybe, improve. Let's say 15-20% over last year or whatever. The offense stays healthy and the defense, because like they say, turnovers is a random thing. Last year they didn't get any. Clearly this, they already got 4 turnovers.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was a big difference in the defense too, because they were not of the forcing turnovers variety. So it was good to see them taking the ball away.
So it's like, I know, like I'm assuming that Cheeks is alluding to Jacoby Brissett, but yeah, Jacoby Brissett with the Cleveland Browns last year, which was a decent team, decent offense. Like he won 4 games. Like I think he played 15 or 14.
One of the best games he had was against that Jets D, though. I'm just saying he did. Yeah, but I'm saying he did really walk right over them in that game. I mean, they completely collapsed at the end, but that was not that was one of the Jets defense's least impressive performances last season.
Yeah, but also, I mean, on top of that, like he thinks he's like everywhere he goes, he thinks he's the starter. Like even if he's the backup, he acts like he's the starter, which is like it's a thing like that. Like even when he was with Tua in Miami with Tua, like I'm the QB1 even if he's not. So it's like you don't like, okay, he's a decent player or whatever, but he's bounced around so many times. It's like like how many teams has he been on already? So it's like, and everyone. almost every team needs almost every team that he's been on has needed a quarterback, and he's been the quarterback on that team, and he's been replaced. So it's like you look at his record. It's not very good. Like I think the most wins that he got was with the Colts in a year, but it's like it's he's not gonna be able to pick up that offense that quick enough. Like if he was here from the beginning of the summer, fine, but you want to say at this point he's an outsider. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's like I don't know. I think there's positive feeling like with the team. If they're gonna go down, they're gonna go down together, like on the team that was built this summer. So. I don't know, man. He could bring in a backup and somebody who could be there, like of his level, if he screws it up or when he screws it up or whatever. Mm-hmm. But that's not. It's not going to get you anywhere anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
indeed.
It's like, what you're going to trade for somebody to get you 8 wins, and then, like you just have one less pick. Like I'd rather just, if the ship goes down. Do what you got to do. Then you got the first round pick back that you can, look into a replacement next in the draft, and then take it from there. But besides that, like, let's just ride it out.
Agreed. And I will say there is one quarterback that I think that the Jets should be interested. It's not Jacoby Brissett.
Is that the only way that it would get you to start rooting for the Jets?
It's not Tom Brady, smart guy. You'll find out who it is when we come back.
Wait, I didn't give my quarterback. It wasn't Brissett.
Fresh champion, they trying to feel the ambience. Never seen nothing quite like the aliens. I'ma call the alliance, you call the ambulance. Before they even show up, your soul will start vanishing. Lost a lot through gambling with the odds, I'm addicted. You wanna take a look through my eyes, got you twisted. I'm sick and vicious, make a bloody Christmas. I love where I'm from, but I ain't riding through the trenches. A lot of stupid bitches like to make a lot of shit up. I hate to be the one to tell you, gang, you gotta give up. Writing on the wall like I ain't got no home training. Throw my name into your mouth, I'm spraying red, no paying, no waiting for my mans to show up, cause I'ma handle mine. Shit about to blow any second, like I stand on mine. Spin your body round 100 times before I let you breathe. Lock the door, shut the lights, I can't let you leave.
Hey, yo, Element, what's good, God? Fucking maze out here. These fucking streets got a nigga going crazy, It's like a house of screams, done. Yeah. Hey, yo, I'm way much chiller than most. I ain't frontin' at all. I'm flirting with maintaining and broke. But who you know that's iller with words? Yeah, clearly disturbed. That really actually dealt with some coke. Elmhurst where they murdering folk. 15 years later and I'm still here serving you dope. Only now it's informers of mean bars is cream, but some are more chasing that green card as Queen's Guard. Better learn how to think fast. These bitch ass niggas that's off to some bitch ass. Assault them, throw salt in their wounds. That's deeper than watching loved ones cook boy in a spoon. This for young boys locked in a room. Group homes, no visits, turn vicious, feel alive in the tomb. Young guys watch most of them coons. Yeah, they lying, they zooms. The loot of life they ain't never consumed. For my niggas gonna light it up. I provide a feeling one can only get while being cuffed on the Rikers bus. Whole killers say they side with us. We keep a bag of iron sticks like we play for the Riders Cup. Queens and Philly once again, what can fuck with us? Huh? Queens and Philly once again, what can fuck with us? Huh? I'm trying to tell them, done. I hear them screams, man. Ain't nobody gonna help you out of that one, son. You gotta find your own way, done. Yeah? Queen, Philly.
Fresh champion, they trying to feel the ambience. Never seen nothing quite like the aliens. I'ma call the alliance, you call the ambulance. Before they even show up, your soul will start vanishing. Lost a lot through gambling with the odds, I'm addicted. You wanna take a look through my eyes, got you twisted. I'm sick and vicious, make a bloody Christmas. I love where I'm from, but I ain't riding through the trenches. A lot of stupid bitches like to make a lot of shit up. I hate to be the one to tell you, gang, you gotta give up. Writing on the wall like I ain't got no home training. Throw my name into your mouth, I'm spraying red, no paying, no waiting for my mans to show up, cause I'ma handle mine. Shit about to blow any second, like I stand on mine. Spin your body round 100 times before I let you breathe. Lock the door, shut the lights, I can't let you leave. Fresh champion, they trying to feel the ambience. Never seen nothing quite like the aliens. I'ma call the alliance, you call the ambulance. Before they even show up, your soul will start vanishing. Lost a lot through gambling with the odds, I'm addicted. You wanna take a look through my eyes, got you twisted. I'm sick and vicious, make a bloody Christmas. I love where I'm from, but I ain't riding through the trenches. A lot of stupid bitches like to make a lot of shit up. I hate to be the one to tell you, gang, you gotta give up. Writing on the wall like I ain't got no home training. Throw my name into your mouth, I'm spraying red, no.
All right, and we are back. Are we back? Yeah, we're back. And we are
like the
back.
psych attack.
back like the Zach attack. So before we get into the Jets and what the possible solutions could be at quarterback for them, we might need to think about what the possible quarterback solution could be for the New York Giants if they lose.
Oh man, damn!
If they lose to the Arizona Cardinals this week, they might start thinking about the Caleb Williams sweepstakes. At least that's what I'm hearing. But what are your thoughts on the Giants' performance? And because, like I was just saying, I feel like that's a game you just burn the tape. There's not really much to gather from the game film. But what are your thoughts?
It was bad, bro. That's a bad look, you know. I was fortunate enough to only have to see half of that shit, and right before half, I had a huge incident where I couldn't watch the game, which was, I guess, a blessing in disguise. But I try to watch some stuff online, you know, but it's not much positive, man. It's just I'm more upset at the coaching staff, bro. I'm more upset at watching Dable and Kafka try to use Daniel Jones like Josh Allen. Feel me? That's what really pissed me off. Like when you start pulling a guard or a tackle and then the fucking running back is Daniel Jones, that's why I have a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like what happened from last year to this year that makes you think that Daniel Jones can now take hits? What, he worked out? What, he got bigger legs? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like that's really what bothers me. We got away. The first drive was beautiful. That first drive was amazing, except for the way it tragically ended. But it was a great drive. The running,
Mrs. Lincoln.
The running plays were great. I loved it. I loved when they called them. I loved the calls they did in that first drive. And then it's like, hey, we down now. We need Daniel Jones to become Pat Mahomes. And where the fuck, where does that come from? You know what I'm saying? So besides that, you know, I'm really upset at that. But again, I've never been one of those guys that's been, oh, we got our GM and our coach. I love our coach. I think Dable's still the man. I'm not gonna throw a towel in on him, but I've always been questioning the organization. I've as far as GM and up. You know what I'm saying? So they got to show us, man, because that O-line looks worse than last year. Okay, they did nothing for the fucking O-line, and at some point, like I told my man, we're gonna have to question Shane. Where's his draft picks at? You get what I'm saying? Like, say what you want, but our stars are Gettleman's guys. And I'm not saying Gettleman's better. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying our stars are Gettleman's guys. When do your guys show up? Okay, I saw some stuff in the deep back position that you know, it's still one game, so I want to see more. But I need to see these guys pull up, man. Where's Thibodeau? You know what I'm saying? Where's Neil? Like, this shit, like, come on, man. Shit got to give, bro. Or Corey K. He didn't look great. Like, these are guys that you brought in here that's supposed to be, you know, problem solvers, and they're not. So, you know, there's a lot of questions to be answered. This game, this week, we got the fucking Arizona Cardinals, and that's nothing to me. After that, we got San Fran, and I think we got the Eagles, something like that. So, you know, our number's going to be called. Our card might be pulled quick.
So what are you looking for out of this next game from the coaching staff, from Dable? What are the most important things you need to see this coming week in Arizona from the Giants?
I know everybody's shitting on the offense, and rightfully so, because we look terrible. I'm really concerned about the defense. I'm going to tell you why I'm concerned about the defense, because I feel like the Lions game last year was a big game changer for us. I feel like it's a copycat league, as you know, as they say, whatever, as it goes. But ever since that game, everyone's just doing the same thing. Everyone's just getting the ball out quick. So Arizona's going to do the same thing. Dallas just did it. They got the ball. He got the ball out of there quick. And the times he did throw deep, you know, I think he had like He had a few completions deep, but most of them were penalty calls, a few penalty calls, and they didn't connect. So everything's getting the ball quick because we send a lot of pressure. I get it, but switch it up. I want to see it switched up. I want to see that defense lock some guys up on zone or man it up and get to the fucking quarterback. You know what I'm saying? And that's really my main concern. And obviously the offense, I'm not too concerned with the offense because we're playing the Cardinals. It's like, okay, if they look great, I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, it's fixed. You know what I'm saying? Like if they look bad, it's like we're the same fucking team that was there last week. But if our defense looks bad, we have a fucking serious problem. We got
you
fucking
can't have
two
Josh
cornerbacks.
Dobbs eating you up.
Yeah, exactly. So
there's a little caveat. Remember where Gannon came from.
Gannon.
All right. You know what I'm saying? So, just keep an eye. I don't, like they might have.
I thought Gannon's just a total fool and a buffoon. What does it matter where he came from?
Well, I mean,
where did he come from? I don't know.
The Eagles.
Well,
right. First the Colts, then the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
But he's the defensive coordinator there. So, and I mean, I will say, like the way the Cardinals defense, it looked decent. Like they were getting after. I will say, every time I looked up, they were like flying at the quarterback.
They're fast. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't undersell that. Just a little bit. I will say, like, another thing is like, do you think maybe that they're starting to figure out this stable offense? Because
that's not the same offense from last year. What they did this against Dallas was hey, we got weapons, spread it out. Oh, Daniel Jones now start slinging it. No, it's not gonna work, bro. Not the same offense. Get back to your blueprint. If you really feel that the league has zeroed in on you and you want to switch it up, you got to look better than that. I understand
that. Jets Giants. What week is that?
Yeah, week 8. Yeah.
Week 8.
Okay.
That's gonna be a good one.
Interesting. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't think that there's really too much to take away from that game. I mean, it was just an unfortunate.
There's really nothing you can take.
Yeah.
The Dallas, where you could take is Dallas. Dallas looks like
I can't even take that, really. I mean, yes, but I don't know, man.
It was like it almost felt like they were just like they beat up on a toddler. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's like
exactly what it was.
No, but I'm saying it's like Deontay Wilder like went into and beat up 3 12th graders. It's like, yeah, he won, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
doesn't really mean anything because it just didn't seem like it just seemed like everything went wrong for the Giants. You know what I'm saying? Like that can't. I mean, if it is, then you're in trouble. But that can't be a representative like picture of what the Giants are going to be. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that can't be them.
I beg to differ just because of the teams that we do play. They all get to the quarterback, right? Especially the first 4 weeks. And that's our biggest problem, man. Our fucking guards can't block shit. Neil can't block. Bro, Neil can't block. I almost want to say move Neil to the fucking guard and put fucking Parrott at fucking tackle, and let's try that. Because
he's too
Neil
big
ain't
for
do.
he's,
Neil ain't
he's too big,
but he's fast, but he's agile. He's in shape. It got to be better than this. It got to be better
but Andrew
than
Thomas. It seems like Andrew Thomas is going to be out this week.
Yeah.
You know what? The one thing, if I was a Giants fan, my biggest concern would be that what was exciting about the team and what was impressive about the Giants team and Dable's coaching was that they were in every game, they played everybody tough, and they finished well. Like they won a lot of close games. Mm-hmm. And that way, like at no point yet last year did they ever really show. I mean, probably the closest that they ever came was in that playoff game against Minnesota. Wait, who? Which one were you gonna say?
I thought you meant show signs of getting blown out.
Yeah. Well, no, that's what I was gonna say. Is that like the one time that the Giants they never really looked dominant at any point last year. It was just like they kept on kind of Just they look well disciplined for the
Grind
most
it out at
part.
the
Yeah,
end.
and grind it out and win close games at the end. But they didn't really spank anybody. But they got spanked bad a couple times, and it's just that would be the one thing that concerns me, is that like I just kind of have this perspective that you don't really see well-coached teams get completely annihilated and look like they're not prepared. And it's not, you know, I don't want to throw that on Dable, and I don't want to throw that on Giants that they weren't prepared. But
It sure looked like it.
that's what I'm saying. To like when you lose lobs, I mean, the last two Giants performances were pretty much the same,
Horrendous.
and they were pretty much like, it was like, you know, men against boys. So that would be the kind of thing, like those types of games, for at least from my perspective, those types of blowout games for well-coached teams are supposed to be extremely rare. And now we just got two back-to-back from the Giants that are supposed to be a well-coached team. And that's the only thing that concerns me, is that if you're a well-coached team, I mean, when's the last time you saw a really well-coached team just look like they're completely unprepared and get undressed, you know, back-to-back times?
Never.
By division, you know, that's the other thing, is that like in the division, like you were hoping that coming into this year that they would have made some kind of progress in terms of how they play the division opponents, because they had a shitty division record last year too.
Yeah.
So those would be kind of my big concerns, is that like they really need to start playing the big dogs in the division. Like even if you don't beat them, you can't look like you don't belong on the field. Like that's scary.
Yeah. And we're gonna find out soon, because we got the Niners and Eagles coming up. So I think it's Niners and Eagles. Definitely Niners Thursday night, and then after Cardinals, and then and shit, I wouldn't be surprised if we lose. It's a tough one against Arizona. So
Yeah, I think their first definitely the next Cowboys game, and even the first time they play the Eagles this season is gonna be a real serious test, because you want to see them at least have some fire and want to be, you know, competitive after what happened last season. But
I will say one thing, man. You got to keep an eye out on Kayvon Thibodeau, man. He looks like a front runner.
Yeah.
He looks like a front runner. Like when he's like pouty, like, you know. And honestly, you know, it's just, I'm just bringing it up, obviously, because that's kind of like the thing that popped up during like the draft season before last year's draft. I don't know, man. He kind of looked disinterested. Like when they saw he were down, you know what I'm saying? Like it kind of just like looked like the way he was slumping on the bench, like yo, I want to get out. Like let's finish this shit up. Like it just, and he has that look on his face. Like even last year he had that look on his face a couple times. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't.
Nah, there's definitely question marks to his character as a pro. You know what I mean? From my look at it, but we'll see, man. Only time will tell.
Still young. We'll see how it turns out. Let's take another quick break, and then we'll finish up with the finish up.
Fresh champion, they trying to feel the ambience. Never seen nothing quite like the aliens. I'ma call the alliance, you call the ambulance. Before they even show up, your soul will start vanishing. Lost a lot through gambling with the odds, I'm addicted. You wanna take a look through my eyes, got you twisted. I'm sick and vicious, make a bloody Christmas. I love where I'm from, but I ain't riding through the trenches. A lot of stupid bitches like to make a lot of shit up. I hate to be the one to tell you, gang, you gotta give up. Writing on the wall like I ain't got no home training. Throw my name into your mouth, I'm spraying red, no paying, no waiting for my mans to show up, cause I'ma handle mine. Shit about to blow any second, like I stand on mine. Spin your body round 100 times before I let you breathe. Lock the door, shut the lights, I can't let you leave.
Hey, yo, Element, what's good, God? These fucking streets got a nigga going crazy, It's like a house of screams, done. Yeah, hey yo, I'm way much chiller than most. I ain't frontin' at all, I'm flirting with maintaining and broke. But who you know that's iller with words? Yeah, clearly disturbed, that really actually dealt with some coke. Elmhurst where they murdering folk. 15 years later and I'm still here serving you dope. Only now it's informers of mean bars, it's cream, but some are more chasing that green card, it's Queen's Guard. Better learn how to think fast. These bitch ass niggas that's off to some bitch ass. Assault them, throw salt in their wounds. That's deeper than watching loved ones cook boy in the spoon. This for young boys locked in a room. Group homes, no visits, turn vicious, feel alive in the tomb. Young guys watch most of them coons. Yeah, they lying, they zooms. A loot of life they ain't never consumed. For my niggas gonna light it up. I provide a feeling one can only get while being cuffed on the Rikers bus. Whole killers say they side with us. We keep a bag of iron sticks like we play for the Riders Cup. Queens and Philly once again, what can fuck with us? Huh? Queens and Philly once again, what can fuck with us? Huh? I'm trying to tell them, done. I hear them screams, man. Ain't nobody gonna help you out of that one, son. You gotta find your own way, done. Yeah? Queen, Philly.
Uno. And we're back, and we're gonna close out with the closeout. The grand opening and grand closing of the Jets Aaron Rodgers 2023 season was very short-lived, back-to-back. Unfortunate.
Fortunate for us, fortunate for everyone else.
Fortunate for who? Stop it.
You know,
Fortunate for the Chiefs.
For the Chiefs.
And Pat
What do the
Mahomes.
Chiefs have to do with it?
No te haga.
What do the Chiefs have to do with it?
They don't got to face that Aaron Rodgers led offense.
Chiefs are right for the picking, man.
I
I don't know.
think if the Chiefs are worried about the Jets, they're probably more worried about the defense than our Aaron Rodgers. But yeah, I mean, are you done with this cry fest, or you want to keep going?
I'm crying. I think I'm in good spirits, actually.
Oh my God! Everyone got what they wanted. Wah,
They did.
Wah.
Hey,
Am I wrong?
can I give my quarterback
you are
now?
wrong. Go ahead. Yes. Okay. So Word Life has a quarterback solution. I have a quarterback solution.
Mm-hmm.
Flex just has whining with no solutions. But maybe he'll come up with a solution. What?
His solution is Zach, right?
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
we don't know. He's
Zach-
gonna give us the answer.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I go first
Don't
then.
spoil it.
Well, I spoiled it. We're live. They can't erase
But
it.
so you said that you have a quarterback solution,
Mm-hmm.
to which Flex immediately jumped down your throat and said it was Jacoby Brissett, and you say
I
it's
don't
not
want it.
Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah. Well, the percent.
Heineke?
Or
He
or
probably
was it Jacoby Brissett and he caught you, and now
He
you're
changed
just gonna
it, yeah.
you're just gonna switch?
Nah. You. Once I say it, you'll know I said I had him over Brissett. But Brissett is probably sounds better to the ear. But yeah, Flex, you got it. Heineke. I think Heineke is the guy, man. You need a rough, tough gunslinger. He's a
Heineke,
slinger.
This is what we waited.
We
all this
already
time
had-
for Heineke.
We already got a gunslinger.
No, do not. But a competent gunslinger, a somewhat competent.
But I'm saying, is he really that confident? Like,
Competent? Yeah, I think so. I think he's.
What do you
I
think it's
so.
gonna take to? No, he's more competent than Zach Wilson. But what
Well,
do you
yeah,
think it would
at
take
this
to
moment,
get Taylor Heineke?
That's the only thing.
You think
I mean, it can't
you
be.
think that the? I mean,
Who is it? Eagles, right?
no, he's with the Falcons, is he not?
I get confused. Falcons.
I'm pretty sure he's a Falcon, and you don't even know where he is. How is he the solution for the Jets? You don't even know where he's at. You don't know what's gonna take.
He's
to
a
get
backup.
him.
No, he's a backup. You
But
can
that's
get
the
him. You
point.
can
I think
yeah,
he's
if
the
he's backing up
backup.
Desmond Ritter,
That's what I'm saying. I think that they've signed him for a reason because they know that he might be out there slinging the rock for them.
Yeah. I just like his attitude. I like the way he plays. I think he fits for the Jets. But obviously, that was just a, that's just a thought. think he moves so the pressure, he could run around a little bit. He throws out the pocket. You know what I mean, I don't know. He's like a more decorated Zach Wilson with less arm strength.
Yeah, and
What
not in the
decorations does Zach Wilson have? Motherfucker's not decorated at all.
Oh, I mean, a more decorated Zach Wilson. Excuse me.
But I understand what you're saying. But I mean, I'm equally as decorated as Zach. Well, what has he done? He's not done anything.
Well, how is
He beat the
Heineke?
Bills 3 times in fucking 3 games.
Heineke dueled Brady in a playoff game. Zach Wilson's never seen an NFL playoff game.
No,
That in and
Heineke-
of itself is a decoration.
The thing I really like about Heineke.
Hold on. But one of Zach Wilson's best games was against Tom Brady. All right, pal. Don't forget that the last or the second to last game of his rookie year, and it just he messed it up because there was a QB sneak and he didn't get it in. That's why they lost the game. All right, so.
And Heineke likes to play, and he plays. Heineke plays. Go ahead.
That
What?
decorations.
That's a late season win or late season performance when the season is over you don't get decorations for that. I will not be giving out a decoration for that. I will tell you it was probably his best performance. I'll give him that. But I don't know if that is even. I feel like that might be more of a negative than a positive.
What's your solution?
My solution is the best solution that no one is talking about.
Okay.
Now, I don't want you to think I'm joking around about this because I'm serious. Okay. So I will say on the front end, I don't think that they should add a quarterback. I think that they should. Best case, I feel like this is low key. I don't want to say a good situation, but the fact that he was injured so early, it's not like he got hurt, when you're 8-2 week 10 and you lose Rodgers for the season. That would be even more tragic. I think you get your final look at Zach Wilson. Like, this is you were going to have to make a decision on him at some point anyway. At least this eliminates the coulda, woulda, shouldas if you have to move on from him. At least now there's no excuses. You know what I mean? I'm not of the belief that people, there's a lot of people making excuses for Zach Wilson saying, oh, they set him up to fail, this and this and that. I feel like set him up to fail is a nice way of saying he just wasn't good enough. The fact is that when you have these high draft pick quarterbacks that go into these terrible situations, unless you are of the upper echelon, elite level, turn a whole franchise around, which clearly Zach Wilson is not, they're all set up to fail. That's how the NFL works. Like, that's what it is. You like, the bad teams get the high picks. So I don't really buy into that. But I think that this team, when Zach Wilson first came to the team, we didn't know what the team was. The team didn't really have an identity. We didn't know that it was good. We don't know what the defense was going to look like. And even last year, going into the year, the team still hadn't cemented an identity for itself. But by the time that season was over, we knew what they had in the defense. We knew what they had on some of the parts on offense. And that was why I feel like that was how you were able to make the decision that we can't waste this team on this quarterback. But this year, I feel like they should go in with Zach, give him his final shot. Like, that's the circumstances are what they are. Let's see what he's got, and then that way, who knows? Maybe you see something in him this year that gives you reason to keep him around past his original contract, and maybe he can be the future. It's not impossible to imagine. But if you're gonna bring in a quarterback, if you insist that you don't want to go through the year with Zach, there is one guy to bring, and that guy is Ryan Fitzmagic. He's the guy. He's the answer. He costs you nothing. He comes in. He's a competent quarterback. He's no threat to neither Rodgers next year or Wilson this year. He comes in. He slings it around for a year, and you just see what you got. He's better than Zach right now. Right this second, if Ryan Fitzpatrick walks into the Jets locker room, he's their best active quarterback. And again, the problem with bringing in a quarterback for just this 1 year, if you're going to bring in somebody good, that doesn't work. You're going to have to exhaust resources to get him, and then what happens next year when Rodgers tries to come back? You want somebody who is going to be a 1 year, and he's the guy. He makes the most sense. And I know, Flex, I know you're slumped in your seat. You're disappointed with the name that I brought you, but you know everything that I'm saying is true. You know that it is.
There's not one shred of truth to anything you just said. Do you know what happened the last time the Jets had to count on Ryan Fitzpatrick for anything?
The last time the Jets had Ryan Fitzpatrick was not this Jets team. That was the Todd Bowles Jets team, if you recall. And the Todd Bowles Jets team was not as good as this Jets team. And
you think he's still good?
Ryan Fitzpatrick? No. If he was still good, I would think that he would have been starting a quarterback for somebody. I don't think he's good where
he's good where he's at right now.
Did you listen to anything I said? The whole point of what I said was they should give it to Zach, but if you absolutely need to bring somebody in, he's the guy I would say you should bring in. Did you not listen to what I said?
Well, yes, I understand, but being that I was
what does the
around,
question of do I think he's good have to do with anything? I didn't say he was good.
Well, the thing is, it's like I know what happened when Ryan Fitzpatrick was here, like all the other stuff that I know. He played well, whatever, till he got money, and then he shit the bed like he always does. And the way that he like interacted with the he's not a good locker room guy. Like
that's not true. That's not true.
Yes,
That's not true that he's not a good locker room guy.
Robert, I'm telling you this because I know. When he was here the last time, like they didn't like him.
He was the one that got punched in the face and got his jaw broken, or was that another bad locker room guy? Your guy, Gino. So what are you talking about that you know? You're the same guy that was telling us that Gino was the guy right before he got his whole world rocked and lost his job.
And it took me a while, and you saw what he could do, right?
I saw what he could do last week. Lose to a team that everyone says is fucking tanking. I saw what he could do. What other victory laps do you want to take?
I don't know. I got to think about it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just like it's not what like this is I don't want that. Like if we're gonna,
I understand you don't want it, and I'm not saying that any Jets fan should want it. I'm just saying that to me that would be the option I would, and I'm being serious. That if you insist on replacing Zach, I don't think Zach should be replaced. I think they should take advantage of giving him this final shot. But all these other fucking rinky-dink options that are going to cost you draft picks are, to me, you might as well just bring in Fitzpatrick. If you're just looking for somebody who's going to be better than Zach Wilson, Ryan Fitzpatrick will be better than Zach Wilson. If that's what you want,
but the thing is,
he's there doing nothing.
Because the thing is, it's like, that's what Taylor Heineke is. I think they're literally the same. They're literally the same person. Just one's younger.
Okay, I mean, Taylor Heineke is going to cost you something. Ryan Fitzpatrick is not.
Yeah, but and I mean, for that matter, like even Gardner Minshew, he's the same exact thing as well.
Okay,
but I'm saying it's like, but at least these people are. At least I'm talking about two players that actually play football. Like Fitzpatrick hasn't played football in 3 years.
I don't know.
Because he didn't play
No,
he didn't play last year.
Fitzpatrick was playing with the Dolphins 2 years ago. He's only missed one season.
Yeah, but he was injured another season. Like he's been on Amazon Prime for 1 year, but then he was injured the year before that.
No, he was on the Dolphins the year before that, and he was on the Brian Flores Tua. He was part of that whole debacle. He was closing games for Tua. If you remember, Tua was getting benched by Brian Flores in the fourth quarter of games for Ryan Fitzpatrick to come in and try to sling it and save them.
He's older than Aaron Rodgers.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's 40 years old.
Yeah. Anyway,
Damn.
I don't think that they should do any of these deals to bring in You know,
I'm
even
hearing
even
a
if they could get Stafford, I don't think that makes any sense because what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with Stafford and Rodgers on your roster next year?
Yeah.
And you think Stafford's
Well,
gonna
I
come
mean-
for 1 year and then he's in fucking no man's land? No, that don't make no sense.
I don't know.
All these
I feel like
trade
he's kind of
ideas are
in
foolish.
no man's land now.
He's in
I
no
don't
man's
like.
land now, really.
Well, in terms of like that, the way the team is set up. You know, obviously they pulled out the victory, and McVay's a good coach. But the way
These
the
Jets
team is
fans
set up,
crack me up, man. The way that
No,
they
no, no.
convince themselves that every other team and every other player in the league exists to help them.
no, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying what I said was, or what I'm trying to convey is that's if if they wanted to really go all in, that's the only one that would be logical in terms of like, you know, I mean the Rams. I know that's not the way they operate or whatever, but the way the team is structured is it's not a team like they're similar to the Cardinals. You know what I'm saying? But
The
they just
Rams?
have, in terms of like the
What are you
young players
talking
that they
about?
have.
How are they similar
What do you
to the
mean?
Cardinals? The Cardinals
now
have a
in
guy
this
who quarterback in their team who they just found
Well-
off the scrap heap.
Well, see, you didn't let me finish. Well, but they're like in the same state, but they have Matt Stafford. That's
They also
that's
have
the,
Aaron
that's the
Donald
difference.
and they also have Sean McVay. Those
Well,
are massive differences.
yeah,
That's fucking night and day. You're comparing Jonathan Gannon and Dobbs to Stafford and Sean McVay. Just stop embarrassing yourself, please.
Yes, I know. But if think about this real quick. If Sean McVay, if he really wanted to get a game-changing quarterback that he could be in the league for the next decade, like you go for one of the quarterbacks that are supposedly coming out in the draft next year.
Yeah, but
That's-
they're clearly not doing that.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. That what I'm saying is that's the only way. That's the only quarterback that you would assume like go if you're really all in. That's who you would go all in. Like everything else is just halfway in.
Wait,
It's
who's all in, the
pointless.
Jets?
Yeah, and like to make a real offer to the Rams. But apart from that, nothing. There's everything else is just like what you already have. It's pointless.
Yeah, but making an offer to the Rams makes no sense. Like I don't understand why you're trying to talk yourself or talk me or talk somebody into the idea that it's best for the Rams to go for the tank and it makes sense to trade. Okay, that's fine. My hypothetical is less ridiculous than yours. Why would the Rams trade Matt Stafford to the Jets?
So a guy coming off. Oh well, okay. From that perspective, yes. But you think bringing a 40-year-old quarterback who hasn't played since 2020, all right? Because 2021 he played one game. He played one game for the Commanders. 2022 he didn't play. We're in 2023 now. So we're talking about a quarterback who's never good to begin with and hasn't played in over 2 years. So, I mean, if we're shooting out hypotheticals, you know what I'm saying?
That's fine. You still haven't proven that it's less ridiculous than your idea that the team that surprised everybody by whooping up on the Seattle Seahawks on the road to open the season with a Super Bowl winning head coach and quarterback are going to just, you know what? Let's help the Jets out.
Crazier things have happened. We gave him our offensive coordinator last year.
Yeah, that's an even more of a reason why the trade wouldn't happen. But so you don't. Is that your answer? Is Matt Stafford, or you're only,
No.
Going with Zach
There's
Wilson?
only it's Zach Wilson. Bring in another quarterback that can, the Chad Henne, Case Keenum, that type. The career backup. Like that type of quarterback. You know what I'm saying? That could help out. That could help out in game planning and stuff like that. Maybe offer some tips and stuff like that. But besides that, it's pointless. Like, let's ride it out, see what happens. If it's good, it's a jackpot. If it's bad, then you start all over. In terms of like the quarterback position, barring Aaron Rodgers coming back next year.
Yeah, well, he's gonna come back.
Well, yeah, but we don't. Like we gotta see. We gotta see how it's progressing. Like he can obviously his mindset is to come back. That's not what I'm questioning. I'm just like if he's able to.
He's coming back. He'll be able to. He's
so.
not going out like that.
No, yeah, I don't believe so either.
Listen, even if he comes back and he's he's not mobile or whatever, he's going to come back. I don't know what it's gonna look like, but he's not gonna leave that bag sitting there. That's the biggest reason he's coming back. All these people that he's gonna retire after this. He's gonna do whatever it takes to get that bag.
About that big ass house in New Jersey, man.
Yeah, is he gonna be a East Coast resident full time now?
I mean,
I doubt it. I feel he feels very much like a West Coast guy to me.
Yeah, he does. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, come over, in the summer, when all the, the good times are rolling. He's got a big ass house. Have all these celebrities that are in New York. You know what I'm saying? Did you see how ridiculous? Did you see it?
He can do his conspiracy theory parties and all that stuff.
Yeah, like around, do a campfire. Like, you know what I'm saying? Talk about all the wacky shit that he believes in or wants to get other people to think that he believes in. And, you can't see it. I mean, look at how ridiculous that the people that were at the game on Monday, Jake Paul was there. Like the fat guy from The Office was there. Like it was
that's
ridiculous.
That's his man.
No, yeah. I know, but I'm saying it's like that's
I forgot to put
you know
on
what I'm saying? Like
my Jets glasses. We talk Jets. I meant to put these on.
You didn't put the music in.
I know. I fucked up. Retroactively.
yeah, but I mean,
So it sounds like you both are on the Zach attack is back, Jack.
No, fuck that. Don't
Well,
put that on.
Okay, but let's roll with Zach. Is basically.
Well, let's roll
And
with
also,
Zach and
and
Zach
speaking of
attack
victory
back
laps-
Jack. All that foolishness.
speaking of victory laps, Jack.
Here
Remember
we go.
who said that I was gonna
ridiculous fucking
that he was gonna
throw
that
out
he was
a million
gonna play
predictions.
for the
I get
that he was
one
gonna
and
play,
let's just
that he
fucking
was
throw a
gonna play for the
parade.
Jets again. He was gonna play for the Jets again. Remember?
Who, Zach?
Ooh,
Yeah, I remember.
he did say that.
He did say that. He also said that the Commanders were gonna just wipe the Cardinals.
Oh God, yes.
Remember that?
I gotta pick wrong. Jesus
that?
Christ, sue me.
Listen,
I love what he
let's
goes.
Savino-
just hope that
Savi-
you don't finish
Sa-
the picks in
Sa-
last place because then the victory laps are
Savino and
out.
Barnes, injury attorney.
The victory laps are over if you finish in last. So let's pick it up this week, all right? All right, buddy?
Picking it up.
I know you're going to take the Jets with the 3-point pick against the Cowboys, so.
No,
But
no, we're not doing that.
we'll have to wait to see what the picks will be. But the box is never wrong. Until next time, stay black, stay proud.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, the live is dead.